What's going on, y'all? Machiavelli Mills TV. Y'all hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. So, JJ Redick has been recently named the head coach of the Los Angeles Lakers. And he's got an accusation that just came out recently. So, a woman, what was her name? Halima Nash. She said she doesn't want to do media at all. But she said the only time she's been called the N-word while she was at Duke University, I believe she said she was working with the basketball team. I believe so. I don't have the exact quote in front of me. I should have the exact quote. But she said she was called the N-word by JJ Redick while he was at Duke University, right? And so JJ's team has come out and denied these allegations, said it didn't happen, it's false, and all of that, right? And people are talking about it. Now, the timing of this accusation is very interesting. I'm not gonna lie, because it's not like JJ just came out of obscurity. He's been on TV for a while. He's been in the NBA. Well, he was in the league for like 15 years. So some are wondering why say something now, right? But I'm gonna say this though: there have been accusations lobbied against people, and it took a while for the accusations to come out. And after you find out about a person's character, some stuff in their closet, people will be like, hey, it might hold true. You know what I mean? For example, Diddy was accused of things for years, right? And a lot of people are like, yo, is this true or not? But now people are going to believe a lot of the stories about Diddy, especially since we saw that footage of him, beating on Cassie, right? So here's the thing, though. The woman has from what we know, any proof of JJ calling her the N-word. She has no proof of it. And so we don't know the credibility of her story because we don't have any proof, no audio proof, visual proof, no nothing. Nobody to corroborate her story to say, hey, to vouch for her and say, hey, this really happened. I was there. You know what I mean? So it's not likely that the story will be able to hold up. Now, do I believe, am I going to say JJ didn't say it? I'm absolutely not going to say that. I was not there, right? And I can't come on here and say, man, JJ would never say that. He would never do that. I can't come on here and do that. There have been times where I thought a person would never do something, and then a reputable source came and confirmed that a person that I thought would never do something actually did do something. And they showed me actual proof of them doing some foul stuff. And I never thought that I didn't put that to their character. You know what I mean? And for the most part, I always felt like I had pretty good use of discernment in certain areas. But then sometimes you find out people act differently with other people. You know what I mean? Everybody not the same way with everybody. You know what I mean? Especially when it involves a woman they're romantically involved with, or, somebody they don't care about, somebody they're in conflict with. Sometimes people do things and you don't never see it coming. You don't believe that you would never believe that they would do. You be like, yo, he did this and I'd never think he would do that. So I'm not going to sit here and say JJ didn't do it, right? However, I'm not going to say JJ did do it either because I don't have proof of him doing it. You know what I mean? But it is a very interesting story. I don't know I think I heard another story about JJ came out. I don't know how true this is, about some woman wanting to, he said somebody said something about him saying some stuff about Asian people or whatever. I'm not sure. I'm not exactly sure. But yeah, man, this is a very interesting story. JJ, now that he's been named the Lakers head coach, if anybody got some stories about JJ or some stuff to say, I'm sure they're going to be coming out now after this first accusation has been lobbied against him. So it's going to be, we got to watch out. We got to see what's going on with this story. You know what I mean? But yeah, I saw this and I was like, wow, okay. You know what I mean? Because first of all, I'm going to say this, man. For years, people could not stand Duke University and its players. A lot of people hate Duke. So they're always, and people, I can see people looking at the Duke men's basketball team, especially the Coach K era. People can look at Duke University as like, oh, they probably got some racist dudes on their team because of how country club the team is and how prestigious prestigious a lot of the players on the team are, including the black players. Y'all remember Duke used to only recruit guys that talk very, very articulate, They were from well-to-do families, it seemed, or went to like prep schools. You know, a lot of Shane Battier's. Elton Brand speaks very well. You know, Grant Hill. But then you had the Bobby Hurleys. You had Christian Leitners. You had your JJ Reddicks. What's up with Greg Paulus? Individuals like the John Shire, they had a certain type of look and prestige, and sometimes people associated the look of a lot of Duke players to the white frat boy type guys. And, you know, we've heard stories of white frat boys using the N-word a lot throughout our time, you know, in life. From schools, we've heard incidents, a lot of different predominantly white institutions where we've seen frat boys using the N-word type stuff, you know. So I think people would definitely easily throw the label on a lot of the Duke players and say, hey, they would be the guys to do that. They would be the guys that say that. But I also want to remind people of the Duke lacrosse case, right? When the lacrosse team was accused of raping a black woman, and it came out that that was not true. That was not, in fact, that didn't happen. You know, they did not rape that woman. You know what I mean? It came out that it did not happen, but a lot of people definitely wanted to believe that it happened because of the smugness that people associate with Duke players. JJ has been a guy that people look at as smug. Sometimes can be condescending towards older generation of players and stuff when he's giving certain analysis. People look at him as like a cocky guy. And so they would definitely associate this with a, hey, look, he probably did say that. People would look at him and say, hey, I believe JJ said it. I believe JJ said it. I'm not going to say he didn't say it, and I'm not going to say he said it. Just very interesting to come out with. You know what I mean? Some people feel like we shouldn't be reporting this without credible source, without reliable evidence, etc. But I mean, hey, I'm not on TV, bro. I'm on YouTube. So I know this is a topic that a lot of people are going to find interesting. A lot of people probably want to hear about. So we'll see what comes out about JJ's past pretty soon. If we can associate it with him, people being jealous of his success and him being a head coach without coaching experience, we'll have to see.